Hey everybody, it's Carm here. I'm back on a Friday afternoon and back with yet another thread response here. Yeah, just riding that wave while I'm feeling it. But this morning I saw a wonderful video by Alan. I'm sure many of you know. Username is Static Traveler, across the pond in Britain. It made a very interesting, thought-provoking video. I like this title called Thinking Aloud, and it was on beauty and music, coming at it from every different way of inquiry, really. A lot of different perspectives, touched off a lot of thoughts and feelings. You know, what is beauty as it pertains to music? Yeah, it's such a ineffable subject. You know, like trying to define love in words. You know, the definition, I suppose, is in the expressing of it and the feeling of it, which I think they're both, you know, beauty and love are from, you know, essentially pre-verbal. So I felt maybe the way to try to come at it, you know, the recurring thought I kept having after listening to his, you know, various perspectives and thoughts, is that what comes around to me is it's always in the moment, and it's often fleeting. When one feels beauty, perceives it, it's those moments that are so powerful that you can't search for them. You can't, you know, you can't go really looking for them. They do find you, and when you do, you know, you're kind of like your defenses are down, and you just have to be open to it. When you recognize it, there's nothing more powerful in the world, really. Maybe I was thinking it's really like laughter. I think George Carlin used to say that we're at our most zen when something makes us laugh. You know, our armor is down, we're as in the moment as you could possibly be. Inhibitions are down. Yeah, and you're just in that moment. You have no control, and you surrender to it. And you know, a lot of times afterwards, if no one else is laughing, you're like, should I have been laughing at that? That was pretty bad. But it's real. It's the real. You know, you're feeling it for real. And I think certain things that strike you with deep beauty, and they don't always have to be the most positive things. I think for me they often are. But they're the kind of things that make you shudder. You know, you just get that, you gasp, or you know, or in the case of music, you know, something that makes you, you know, your skin and hair rises simultaneously. It goes up and down, and just, you know that feeling. It strikes you so powerfully. You know, the way like a chord and a melody come together a certain way, or a voice comes in that you weren't expecting to come in, and it just, you know, it hits you that way. You know, or a splash cymbal and an instrument, you know, coming together at the same time. It just, you know, that's the beauty, and you know, you just have to be there for it. And there's so many examples of music at various times, fleetingly, or even if the beauty is sustained, fleetingly, you know, it strikes you. And there's so many artists and so many albums. I grabbed, you know, a couple quick handfuls of things here, of, you know, just examples, artists that at various moments, you know, strike me in different ways, and you know, speak to that beauty, and you know, just strike me. I'll just show them real quick. I've gone over these a lot of times before, and I'll go further into depth into some of them in the future, but just real quick, you know, Terry Ripdahl, this album in particular, After the Rain. You know, Ralph Tawner, Blue Sun, yeah, Chris Severis, John Abercrombie. Yes, a lot of ECM does strike me that way. Has a lot of those moments. Popol Vuh, Suzanne Muscarella is the only album I have by her. Directors helping me out here. David Sylvian, Yellow Jackets. Robert Wyatt, full of those moments for me all the time. Kenny Wheeler. Arvo Pärt. Deuter. This is what's playing now. Constance Demby, favorite. Charles Lloyd. Yeah, just so many, but I think you all get the point. Liz Story. Richard Souther. Yeah, just something about their music at various times, and you know it from, I'm sure, what many of you've listened to. You know, you can't plan for it. You just you have to be receptive to it in the moment. Those moments of beauty, of pure, if you want to say ecstasy, that music can bring to you. Yeah, it's just a matter of being open and receptive. And yeah, I don't know if that came anywhere near addressing what Alan was bringing up in his video in various different ways, but that's just what keeps coming around to me, the thought. And yeah, there's nothing, when it really strikes you, there's nothing quite as powerful. So that's just my one little drop in the ocean perspective on beauty and music. And I can do, try to do a daily video for the next decade and still never come anywhere near it. But yeah, it's something that's always there. So yeah, just wanted to share a little bit there. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear what other perspectives on this matter. And thank you to Alan for bringing this up. Again, touches off a lot of thoughts and feelings, most of which, again, I could never get to in any one or many videos. And please check out Alan's channel if you're not familiar. I'll leave the link in the notes. So yeah, just want to come on real quick and add a little bit to that. And well, hope you're all well, and until the next one, peace, love, and joy.